Water is a resource that is crucial for the sustenance of communities and the growth of cities, as it is one of the basic needs of life. Due to how critical it is to man's survival, governments across the globe make it a cardinal responsibility to provide potable water for domestic use. In Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, the challenge of providing an effective public water supply is ever present. The public water supply system in Abuja is a complex network designed to ensure that clean and safe water reaches every household. However, not every household can boast of having access to clean and safe water courtesy of the Federal Capital Territory Administration. The surge in population of Nigerians seeking greener pasture in the federal capital and the city's rapid urbanization have combined to add a further strain on the territory's ability to handle the water needs of residents. As a result, many areas in Abuja still face challenges with intermittent availability, near unavailability, and in some cases, outright unavailability.
Well, some of the challenges we've been facing accessing quality and drinkable water, for example, is the masts, like the one we have beside us. Some time ago, the water here got contaminated from the diesel coming from the mast. So right now, if you fetch the water, everything will be filled with oil. Like you could see visible oil. So that's those are some of the challenges, especially those of us living in this vicinity, Lokogoma precisely. We don't have access to water board from the government, so we have issues accessing water, especially the ones that we drill or dug ourselves. Basically contamination. And water from the government or water board will be treated and free of those kind of contamination.
Very few, and for sure it's not treated. So during the dry season or no NEPA light, it's very difficult for you to see Merua that will supply you water. That is just all. If government can help. Like if there is light, like a bucket, then can sell it, I think 15 naira or so. But if no light, it will be more than that. But if there is light, it's lesser. That is if the owner pump it with light, NEPA light, is lesser price. But if it's generator, everybody know what fuel it is. So they sell cost also.
Water is one of the issues we get here well. In terms of especially when light no come day. These Merua people, now then they carry them the worker, and sometimes if they sell 1 gallon for you, 200 naira, 250, it depends. So now one of the problems we go for this village with that. The water is a really big issue. Borehole, nothing. So we really they suffer water for this village. To tell you the fact. So now what we face with that.
The challenge is that if maybe NEPA take lights for let's say 2 days, 3 days, it will be so difficult for us to get water. Merua will be charging us per rubber 150. You understand? Sometimes he cannot even find the one he will buy that 150 safe. He will be even looking to and some area that used to have water, the water is not pumping so much because this place they say there's not enough water in the ground. Many people have dig borehole, they couldn't find water, and there's no government borehole in this place. It's only personal's own, and when there's no light, fuel is scarce. Everything, the man will increase their own, then Merua too, they will now hide their own water. So only alternative we used to get, some people, all these big men around, some used to go there and fetch. We that selling market here, me I don't have option than to call Merua, even though they tell me 200 naira, so far I needed it, I will pay and buy. You understand? Except now where rain is falling, we thank God for the Baba God there.
This time around, it costs before because it no cost before, but now it costs.
Cooking water, we have borehole in this area. We have boreholes in this area, but as fuel don't increase, those aboki they are normally saying the buy in the borehole, they increase their own too. Then we have to find it difficult for that.
To address the challenge of access to clean and safe water, since the government has not been able to provide for all, many residents and businesses in Abuja have turned to borehole drilling. Boreholes provide an immediate and often reliable source of water, drawing from underground aquifers. However, while boreholes offer a solution, they also come with significant environmental concerns. According to geologists, over-extraction of groundwater can lead to a depletion of aquifers, resulting in a lower water table and potentially causing land subsidence and a reduced water availability for future generations.
So the major effect of drilling multiple boreholes is groundwater depleting. That's one of the major effects. Because extracting a lot of water, groundwater on the ground, might lead to reduction in groundwater, which might have adverse effects on other users. Because the water you extract today, there's no way you can get it back. It's like a solid minerals or mineral resources, because water itself is a resources. It's like your solid minerals that you extract today. There's no way you can get it back. So basically, water is like that too. There's no way you can get groundwater today and expect to get it back. So the more you extract those water, the more it depletes, the more you won't get it again. So the water level in Abuja is very, very low now. When I come to Abuja, 2008, early 2008, most of the geophysics I did then, I normally recommend 30 meters, 40 meters. But most of those boreholes then, they are no more, they have gone. Because all those borehole wells then, the fractures, most people have tapped from it. So there is no water inside them again. So you can't expect after 20 years now, you want to drill a borehole of 30, most of the boreholes today, after 20 years, is like 80, 90, 100 meters. There's no way you can recommend 40 meters borehole for anybody again. Because those fractures are still there, but all those fractures are dry up because of multiple boreholes. So now we are recommending 80, 90, 100. And now we are still having issues on those holes because a lot of people have started complaining. Because most of the 100 meters now, average depth now is like 100. Most of the 100 meters now are drying up. Good example is Gusape. It's a new site. Gusape are just developing. A lot of people are drilling hole. Now, most of their hole, now they are complaining. So definitely in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, all those 100 meters hole will definitely gone. Because those fractures, because of multiple boreholes, will have deplete. There won't be anything in them again. So we will now be talking of 150 on 200 meters. Imagine what will happen to the next generation. Where will they be getting their water from?
Beyond the above challenge, water from most boreholes, especially those sunk by commercial drillers, barely pass the basic test of safety, as many do not go through the necessary purification that will make the water safe and clean, posing a great danger to the health of residents.
Water is supposed to undergo minimally 4 or 5 steps. In public health, water is supposed to undergo 4 or 5 steps before drinking. So that is not done in a borehole drillage. So people it's drilled from the ground straight to the tanks. Even the tanks are also not safe. The tanks, you have spirogyra, which also harbors biotics in an abnormal number. These tanks are rarely cleaned adequately. So, and this it's also passed down into drinking, washing, into the adequate home taps. So you see, none of the 4 or 5 stages that needs to be done were actually done. So certainly, there's a reason why there are 5 stages of water treatment. When these are not done, it is an impending doom that almost must happen. So there are health hazards pertaining to drilling boreholes and using water directly from boreholes. You could drill a borehole, but how can you get this? There are standards to get these 5 methods. In these 5 methods, there are flocculation, coagulation, chlorination or fluorination, that's disinfection. There is also deionization of salts, also boiling and filtration. So these are steps that if you go to FCT water board, you see that there are heavy machines that carry out these functions. They are also heavy in the sense that to meet up with the supply for whoever they are supplying. You know, FCT is in stages. Mark 1, so I think from now till they don't supply even for AMAC. AMAC is not even covered in the supply. So for those houses that are supplied currently to be supplied, you also need a big amount. So when you even try to minimize this, to have a machine that can flocculate for you, a machine that can remove chlorines or ions for you, it's the cost is the issue. So while public health physicians try their best to offer solutions, we also remember where they come from. The ideal thing is what the FCT is doing, but the issue is how does it get to places as far as Mawalada? How does it get to all these other places? If AMAC is not yet covered, it's certain that other local governments in FCT will not be covered, even in a distant time. So if there are alternatives, the most basic thing to do is the drinking water. It has to be for the middle class or maybe the rich. Table water, sachet water. If you must use the water you got directly, you must have to boil. But boiling is just one out of a possible 5 methods. These methods are not substitutions. It's not you either do this or do this. No. There are 5 methods the water must pass through to be fit for use. So, but at least boiling will sort out the microorganisms. That's the only thing they can sort out. Then maybe filtration. These are the ones that don't need high technical machines to get it done. But it's not 100% or even it's not even close to 70% safe as we drink.
While stakeholders have called for a multifaceted approach with focus on improving the public water infrastructure, regulating borehole drilling, and promoting water conservation practices to address the water supply challenges in the FCT, several efforts to speak to the authorities were intentionally turned down and rebuffed, an indication of systemic failure that the Abuja Water Board is trying to cover up. With boreholes becoming the primary source of water for the most residents in the FCT, the guarantee of water for future generations hang in the balance, as the negative impact of excessive borehole drilling looms large, while community health continues to be at risk following improper purification of borehole water.